if you guys play Nintendo Switch, this is what you want for your device, is one of these comfort grips. We got a new monster. And we have 3 different ones. Technically, these 2 are from the same company. They're different types, and this one is from our local game store. So Andrew is going to basically tell you like what he likes about them, pros and cons of each, and which one he would recommend to use for his Switch.
So these only work.
Which show your Switch so that they know what kind.
I have a full-size Redbox Switch. That does make a difference. So each one of these grips do pretty much the same thing. So this one we got at our local game store. Not GameStop, but you can get these at like GameStop that hold games on the back of it, which is always great. Those I think are like 12 to 15 bucks. We got this at a retro game store for 9 bucks, and it's nice. It just, you know, it clips on there, so it's nice and secure. It feels good in the hands. What I like about it is, you know, it got that grip on it. You're holding more of this than, because I have bigger hands, so holding the Joy-Cons is a little annoying. Gets crampy. Downsides to this budget one is when it's in there, you can like push on this, and you can like you can physically see the Joy-Con pushing in, and so that's a little annoying. And it sits high, like it's not flat down in there. The grip sits a little lower than the Joy-Con does. So, but at 9 bucks, you can't really complain. It does its job. It is not dockable. None of these are dockable, which kind of sucks. This one, what I like about it, the budget one, is the fact that it does clip around the Switch over the top here and on the bottom, so it's nice and secure in there. And then these 2 back here are from Satisfy, which like every YouTuber on the planet who does anything with video games and Switch uses. So this is the it's the Zen Pro 2. I ordered this one, and there was some shipping problems, and they ended up not having any of them left. But then I find it weird because they sell this one in the bundle with the case, which I'll grab in a second. So I ended up getting this one with the case on Mercari. You can always check there. They're really great. The case is, like, just the case by itself is 60 bucks. I got it on Mercari for a little less, with the grip. This one's nice because it's got these rubber spots down the sides here and in the grip handles, which this one doesn't. So this one is just like flat up against it and can cause scratches. This one, when you put the Switch in, it actually never touches any of it. Well, it touches right here, but it floats and sits on the rubber. So you just put it in like so, and then you line it up and you just push straight down, and you have it on there. So this is the 2. The difference between it is on the 3, there's an extra row of bumpers in the middle and on the sides. It still seems like it's right up against it, but I mean, we can't get the camera down there, but trust me, you can see like light through it if you like look through. And it's flush with the Joy-Cons, which is nice. This one, really, when you think about it, I've got 3 separate sizes. I've got small for like smaller hands. I've got medium for them, and then they all sit above it. I'll put this one back in so you can see. The budget one at the local game store doesn't have the same stand, so this is like right on the thing, like the bottom of the Switch is touching it. This one sits above, so you can, I can get my whole hand underneath it. Same thing with the red one, which is the Pro Grip. It's the Zen Pro Grip 3. So difference between it is it has this extra row of bumping there and 1 extra in there. What I like about this one, besides it being red, which is why I have red Joy-Cons on there, it is raised a little higher, so it actually goes over the Joy-Con, so it's more protected. Doesn't fall out. None of these make it fall out. I like the red one. The pros for going with this one. The price is a little high. This is it's like $49.99, $44.99
On their website.
On Satisfy's website, and that's just for the grip and the little Satisfy raised grips. These are amazing. I like it because this one has a little notch on it, so your thumb, or like when you hold it, your thumb curves down. It just feels natural. With the Satisfy ones, they're still not dockable, but they definitely feel nicer. The handles are a little longer, and it just goes in there. With the cheaper one, the top right here is like right at the bottom of the Joy-Con there. This one here, as you see, it's got a little bit higher of a thing. Currently, on Satisfy's website, they only have the red one, which is the Diablo Red, and I think a pink one on their website. But if you get the Elite Bundle Kit, you get this grip, which is the 2, which they no longer sell on their website, but it comes with it. And this one here, the cheap one, cheap-or one, I should say, not cheap. For $9, I mean, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but like you can clearly see it. I'm not putting like hardly any pressure on it. Even so, I could hand this to Simone and she could try with her very adorable, very little hands. You got tiny hands.
I would just say that when he uses this one, he gets frustrated, and I don't know why necessarily it's a 7. I feel like that's a little...
You think it's too high?
I think it's like a 5.
Simone has tried...
He has complained
with all of these. She's held it
about it.
With all of them, so she can say it too. I don't not like this one.
I think you like the Satisfy grip better.
When you go from this one, which is officially licensed Nintendo Switch, when you go from this to this, it's wildly different. Same thing with this. I mean, I'm trying. It bends a little, yeah, but
not
like,
as much.
This one, the Switch sits right here on a very thin piece of thing. This is like what, maybe 2 inches, if that, right? This is a solid, what, 2.5, almost 3 inches.
Yeah.
Solid.
But I would say the red one is the best.
I would say, well, the red one and this one, the only difference is literally.
I know, but the clips about the bumper you like, and you use that the most.
The black one and the red one, the Diablo Red and just their traditional black one, I would say go with it. Now all of these ones that I showed are for the classic Nintendo Switch, full size, red box. It works for the Switch OLED, all of those. Satisfy does make them for the Switch Lite. Same thing, they'll have like a Diablo Red. It's just slightly a little smaller for the Switch Lite, but it's going to do all the same stuff. Simone doesn't like these grips. She doesn't like the way they feel. For her personally, because she's got...
I have a different device.
Well, she's got a different device, but I'm sure if I bought one for her and she used it, she would love it. But she also has stickers on the back of her Switch.
Yeah, I
and a
want
clear case,
my
and
stickers.
you can't put your clear case in this.
Yeah.
But definitely worth the money. I would highly recommend it. I thought all the people were, full of themselves, being like, it's the only way to play your Switch in handheld. I can say after using them for a month,
it is.
They're right. It's worth the money. So
links will be in the bio.
Yeah, everything will be in the bottom.